Hi everybody, this is Chris from Chris Collects, and in this video I'm taking a look at some of the newest releases from the LEGO City line. These were released on the January 1st, 2026 drop. It's a bunch of new city vehicles. I did a previous video, or I did another video that is the city cab, the taxi cab, the tractor, and the fries truck. This is going to be some of the heavy equipment, construction vehicles, and other city vehicles. And we're starting out with 60490, the snowplow. These are from the LEGO City line. This is it's a basic 6-wide vehicle. It's a little bit wider because of the tires, but it is built on the 6-wide model. It's a snowplow because, you know, sometimes you have weather. Not here in California where I live, but where I'm from, there was snow and we had snowplows. So this is a great vehicle. Again, it's 6-wide. Comes with a movable snowplow on the front. Moves back and forth, up and down. You can raise it up when he's driving, because they always raise them up just a little bit above the ground when they're driving, and then down when they're plowing. So there's that. They can push it to the side so that you can, they can push the snow off to the side depending on which side of the road they're on, and create those big snow banks you see on the side of the road. It's got some great I keep flicking that traffic light. The hazard stick, the hazard prints on the front. This is all plates here. I did it again. Oh man, that's gonna bug me. On the side there is a couple toolboxes here. There's a ladder for them to get up inside to feed the salt. There's a shovel and broom on the other side for clearing snow. It does have these printed pieces here, which are very nice. No stickers in this set. Printed hazard plates on the back. This, you might be wondering what this is. This works the play feature, which when you open up the top here, this is where the salt for salting the city comes in. Salting the streets, salting the city. It comes with a bunch of plain white studs that you can put in there. 1x1 white studs, round studs that can go in there to simulate salt. And so you close that off. You roll the wheels forward, the salt piece will drop in here, and then as it goes forward it drops some on the street. Goes back around, picks up some more, drops it again. It's a fun little play feature. Would have liked if there was a way to turn it off, but it honestly doesn't affect the play value at all. It's just that little feature works all the time, so it's always spinning, but it's not a big deal. How often when are you going to have your snowplow out where it's not putting down salt? I mean, honestly, snowplows get use. Well, the new ones now have the salt spreaders that come off the back of the trucks, so they put them on the work trucks. But anyway, so the salt spreader comes off and it's a separate piece. But for this one, it's an integrated snowplow because this is one from Minneapolis, and we're going to call him Bricky McBrickplow, because they name all of the city of Minneapolis names all of their snowplows. So this one's going to be Bricky McPlow. And that's his truck name. It does come with one minifigure, which is the driver. And let's see if I can get him out here. Hey, take off the top. The top comes off. There we go. Door opens. Again, he has that. This has that new. Sorry about that. That new 2x6 piece in here, which you can see a little bit better on this one than in my other videos, where it's a 2x6 plate with 2x2 studs here that are offset by half a stud so that the minifigure can fit inside side by side and still have the door closed, which is a very cool new piece. It's been around for a little while, but it's a really nice piece to see them using more and more so that you can fit your figures in there nicely. Comes with this is Snowplow Stu. He's Stu. He drives Bricky McPlow, and he does not have an alternate face on the back because he's always happy to be out there plowing the streets, don't you know? He's got his safety vest on, his safety pants, his heavy-duty work pants, his safety vest, and his little toque to keep his hat warm, keep his head warm. So he's out there plowing the roads, keeping the streets safe for the peoples of your Lego City. And I apologize for that. My wife's from Minneapolis. I can make the accent. Not very well, but I can do the accent. But no, it's a good little figure. It's a nice basic figure. I don't know why you would need a second one because these guys always drive by themselves. They're up at 2 o'clock in the morning. They get the call, and then they go. They get get their coffee at the late night donut shop. Or make it themselves if they're not up in time. And then they're off and they're plowing the streets so that your streets are clear when you get up to go to work the next day. Again, there is this toolbox on both sides. It's got nice features here. This one, the entire cab opens up like these trucks do, so you can access the engine there, which is kind of cool, so that they can get in there and do some work on, maybe Bricky McPlow's not feeling so good, so they got to get in there and check his insides, make sure he's working okay. But there you have it. That is the City Snowplow. And as you can see, it works really well, again, on the new road plates. He's going to come by here and just like plow all the snow up onto the sidewalks, so people will have to shovel the sidewalks back out onto the... I don't know how they do it in the city. They just plow it, get it out of the roads. But there you go. Again, you got to kind of watch the top clearance depending on where your traffic lights and stuff are. So that is the snowplow. Let's get that out of the way and move to the next one in the city vehicle lineup, which is the recycling truck. This thing is big. It's a big recycling truck. It comes, it is built on the 6-wide base, so that's nice. It comes with a couple of trash containers, which we'll get to in a second, and a couple figures. But this, and then some recyclables to put in there. But this is number 60495 recycling truck. Fun fact, I originally recorded these videos several weeks ago when I had the boxes still, and I was using the boxes to show them off, but those videos didn't turn out very well, so you're getting this with just me telling you what it is. Anyway, this is a big recycling truck. It's very long. It is built on the 6-wide. It does have the new plate inside for the 2 seats. It's got some cool action features. Here you can see the bottom. It's very sturdy. It's built on long bricks. It's a very sturdy base, even though it's got the small tires, but that's for better fuel mileage. It's got this feature here, which you use it to lift the dumpsters up into the top, and then it's got at the top, it's got a fun feature here. Depending on what type of recyclables you're picking up, whether it's glass or paper products, you switch it to one side or the other. There are individual chutes on the back here that you can open up. You can see they're split between the glass and the paper, which is kind of cool. So when they go to dump, and this does dump, it lifts. There's no lift arm inside, like you would normally have the hydraulic lift arm, which could have been done, but it's a little tricky for a city scale. So it's just got the hinge, but then when they dump, they just dump that side, close that up, drive to the other area where the glass recycling is, lift that, dump that out. So that's a fun little feature. Lots of lights on the back. The giant printed recycling logos on both sides, all printed, no stickers. printing on these tiles up here. This is a cool little feature. It's just a fun little play feature for kids. There's a ladder on the side so the guy can go up and like check and make sure everything's okay. And it does not open in the front anyway to access the engine like the other vehicles. It's just got its little engine right here because it's electric, because it's a recycling truck, so it's got electrics. So it's all electric right there, which is kind of cool. So let's take a look at what it comes with. Here you can see it does fit on the street really nicely. And because it's electric, it's not going to make a lot of truck noise of the, but it'll make the, it's still going to make the bang, bang, bang at 3 in the morning that people love to hear. Let's take a look at some of the extras it comes with. There are 2 of these dumpsters. One is, these are recycling dumpsters. This is for, again, a printed piece, recycling your paper. And there are some junk pieces that come with it in the set. Some little trash pieces that you can kind of see in there. There's glass, there's a newspaper, there's a few other little things, a paper cup and such, that you can put in there for play. And then, so that's the little dumpster there with the slides for the forks. And then the green glass recycling, which is on a yellow dumpster. Again, it opens up there so you can put your stuff inside. The feature does work very well. Your truck drives up, gets the dumpster. Again, watch your clearance on your traffic lights. I did not think this out very well. You lift it, boom, bang, bang, bang. So we got to get all the garbage out of there. And he just put that in the wrong slot, but that's okay. And then they drop it back down, put it back on the ground, and away they go. So that's a fun little feature, play feature, gets you some fun times telling stories. This one comes with 2 city workers. They both have the same print, the green safety vest with the bright green safety vest with the reflective, with the dark green jumpsuit underneath. They have the recycling logo on the back to show that they're part of the recycling team. She does not have another face print because, honestly, the people that do this kind of work are a little bit grumpy, but they're cool and we love them and we appreciate them. The dude, he's got this kind of the same face print as the snowplow driver, but he's just got the mutton chops and not the full beard. And again, he does not have a second face on the back, but he's okay. He's happy with it. She's kind of smirking because, you know, she knows something. But anyway, they've got the reflective printing on the legs, which is nice. They've got their safety gloves. And that is the Lego recycling truck. So pick up one of those to spend tooling around your city, keeping your city nice and clean and environmentally friendly. So that's that one. And we have one more vehicle to look at, which is one of the most interesting ones and one that I'm really happy to have. Sorry, let me blow some of the dust off. These have been sitting around for a while, so I apologize. This is continuing the Lego construction series of vehicles. This is, again, a Lego City set. It's number 60478, the cement mixer. And what you have here is another of the, what I'm going to call them, the Elephant construction company. And it's a big, again, another 6-wide vehicle. Forgive me a second as I get some of these other pieces out that are in the bag here. Some of the other display pieces. Give me a second. I did not think this through, but it's another one of the yellow, the orange-yellow construction vehicles with the that they've been doing recently. In the most recent construction vehicles have had this same logo printed, all printed. printed on the top here, printed on both sides. It's again a 6-wide vehicle, you can see, so it fits nicely with all of your other city type vehicles. Again, on the inside, if we take the top off, you can see it's got that new plate in there. I don't know how new it is, but I've noticed it because I built these all at the same time, so they all have that, which is nice. And then they all have this sunroof too. So you could like, oh, okay, yeah, it's nice. You got a little, nice, got a little sunroof there to get some air when you're out and about. It's got some nice detailing along the sides here. Does have 4 axles, which is for a cement truck. Usually most of the ones you see will have 2 at the back and then a 3rd up here on a thing. That's just to keep the butt from, like when it goes up hills, to keep the butt from dragging. But here it's in the middle. This is more of a construction site truck. It's got a nice guard here on the front, the printed warning tiles, headlights, safety lights. These, which are supposed to be mirrors, I believe, but they don't really work that well. I don't know, whatever. Again, the side, the caution markings here are done with stud or with plates. Again, the caution markings on the back, the red tail lights. Clipped on the back is a shovel and a broom. I keep touching that. A broom for cleaning, and a shovel for shoveling. It does have a play feature. You lower the chute, spin the wheel, the handle in the right direction, clockwise, because it is screwed in there. It does have a kind of a screw to it, so it will lift and dump out what are, you can see in here it's got a bunch of light bluish gray 1x1 round studs that are the cement. You pour those in there, you turn this, and they come out the chute. You pour into your construction site, which is a very fun little feature that actually works. It's very nice. It's a nice size vehicle. Again, like the recycling truck, it's a big sturdy vehicle, so it's purpose built. The front cab does swing open so that you can access the engine inside. So take a look there. You can see they can access the engine to work on it. So that's the vehicle. Comes with 3 minifigures. So we get in the construction outfits with the construction knee pads, the printing on the legs, the same print on the front and back, the construction suit. This is the lady worker. She comes with the dual molded hat, construction hat. She does not have a second face because she's happy to be working. She's doing a great job. She's out there building stuff. Then we have this dude who has the overalls for the suit, the overall top, which has printing on the front and the back, and again the same printing on the legs. He's got his safety glasses printed on there, and he's got the dual molded helmet, hard hat with the ear protection, and he has no faceplate. He just has one face print. This is the guy that stands in the back of the truck and works the spinner, works the drum, so that's why he's got the hearing and the eye protection. She sits in the cab, driving the truck. Sometimes they switch out, but you know, she'll put her hair up and work the back. Just, you know, she's kind of crazy, so she doesn't have the safety goggles, so she's not exactly OSHA compliant. Shh, don't tell. Those are 2 fun figures there. They also come with a construction sign. Look, hey, don't, careful, we're doing stuff. 2 of these buildable barricades with the printed caution tile. A wheelbarrow so that you can dump your cement into the wheelbarrow and take it over to the job site if you're not pulling it directly into a mold. And then we've got Bobby Bossman, who is the construction foreman. He's got some it's hard to notice, but there's black and then there's a little bit of blue there for the back of his vest. So he's got some printing on the back, and also on the front of his vest he has 2 face prints. He's got the we put this in the wrong position. This is the wrong building. We put concrete in the pool instead of we filled in the pond. And then he's got his happy, okay, I'm doing okay. Dual molded construction hat. And then he comes with a printed tile of the Lego blueprints of the Lego City train station, which is very cool. That's apparently what they're supposed to be building here. So that is the Lego cement mixer. We are getting 2 more sets of this construction vehicle, which is why I wanted to do it last. 2 more sets in this construction theme, with a backhoe loader, and then I think there's a big dump truck and another front loader set coming June 1st. So there'll be more to add to this, including the ones that have already come out. So there you go. That is some of these first January 1st, 2026 Lego City sets. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch, and hope you stick around for the next one.